In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to play a blues vamp using the familiar song Amazing Grace. My name is Christine, and here at the Gospel Method, we want to make sure that you have all the tools you need to play your favorite gospel songs on the piano. For tons of free resources like the one we're going to be using today and lots more, be sure to head over to thegospelmethod.com and set up your free membership. And be sure to subscribe to this channel so that you don't miss any of the free tutorials. Alright, let's jump right into our song today. I've got Amazing Grace here, and you can see I have added some green things, which is our vamp. So what it's going to sound like when it's all together is the right hand's going to be playing a bit of a rhythm, we call it a vamp, and the left hand's going to be playing a fancy kind of bounce thing. And when you put them together, it makes this really nice sound. So, Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound. You get the idea, okay? So it's going to be this kind of funky, bluesy kind of sound. So we're going to take it step by step. First thing we're going to do is we're going to figure out our vamp on the right hand. So you can see up here, I've got a little code. And what we're going to do is when we have C's, so C, 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 in our Amazing Grace, we're going to replace the regular C chord with C, F over C, and C. So our Amazing Grace is in 3/4 time. So our regular Amazing Grace is going to be in groups of 3. So Amazing Grace, how? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So every 3 beats or so, the chord will change. So if we have 3 C's, amazing, that's all C chords, amazing. All we're going to do is replace that with C, F over C, and C. Amazing. Okay? So we're just taking groups of 3, replacing them with the vamp instead. When we have an F, we're going to play it like this. We're going to do it in root position, and you'll see why after, but play F in root position, and then go up to B flat and F. That'd be 3 beats. 1, 2, 3. So, Amazing Grace, how sweet the... So you can see 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then for our G, we're going to play our G with our inversion like we normally would in the key of C, and then we would go up to C in the right hand and back to G. So 1, 2, 3. So that's step 1, and I've written that down here. So normally we would have right here, it would just be like a normal C chord and then slash slash C chord slash slash. If you looked at the original, just normal Amazing Grace. So I've taken that, and you can see they're in groups of 3. I tried to put the green squares around it so you can see 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then the first step is going to be just to play it with the right hand. Left hand is just going to play, hold your bass note down, nothing fancy. So it sounds like this. Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved. I have a walk up. Like me, I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. So that would be step 1, is to just get the right hand feeling okay with that, going up and down. And what I'd recommend is get your original Amazing Grace, just a regular one, and get used to adding in the vamps yourself without having to look at my green chart here. You're going to want to just be able to see a C chord and then go, oh yeah, C, F, C, or see a F chord and go F, B flat, F. Okay? That would be step 1, is to get really comfortable with adding those in. The next step is to add in our left hand rhythm, and that's what I've got here on these little charts here. So our count is 1, 2, 3. Amazing. 3 beats, okay? In our sheet, it looks like this. C, F over C, C. 1, 2, 3 with our vamp. And our left hand is going to be playing a bounce. So that means right before we play the chord, the left hand is going to give a little hit with the bass note. So you can see there's 3 bounces, 1, 2, 3, and then on the first beat, we're just gonna play our left hand together with the chord. Now, this is gonna sound like this. That's what that rhythm is. But you'll notice on our subdivision, normally we would have 1 and 2 and 3, and right? When you do our bounce, we would go 1 and 2 and 3 and, or 1 and 2 and 3 and. But we're going to do this one with triplets. So what that means is that every beat, so amazing, we've got 3 beats there. Each one of those beats has 3 tiny subdivisions inside of it. And we call it a triplet. So it would sound like this. Triplet, triplet, triplet. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Triplet, triplet, triplet. So if we're counting, what I want you to do is use this little chart, do it in slow-mo to feel the rhythm, and then eventually you won't need to count it, because you're not going to be able to count that fast while you sing anyway. But this is how you can make the rhythm. So we're going to go triplet, triplet, triplet. And that's actually how I would start if I was you. That slow. Triplet, triplet, triplet. And just look, you know, this is together, left hand by itself, right hand by itself, right? And say it out loud and line them up, and then speed it up. Triplet, triplet, triplet. And you're starting to feel the rhythm now. Triplet, 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 triplet. Amazing grace, right? And then as you speed it up, then you'll be able to add it into the song. But you're going to want to feel it first, and it might take a few days. So this is one of those things that kind of like walk-ups and walk-downs when you first start. It's going to make sense in your head, but actually getting your fingers to cooperate because it's all on these off beats, right? The left hand and right hand aren't really playing together. Another way you could think of it, together, left, right, left, right, left. Together, left, right, left, right, left. Together, left, right, left, right. Or whatever little thing you want to say to kind of keep it in your head. And then as you get faster, you can remember it. So that's going to be the next step, is just playing this really, really slow for a few days. And then you can add it back into your song. So with your song, see where we have the pink circle here, all the way to the end of the green, that is one of these. Okay, so that triplet, triplet, triplet is going to fit on the C, F over C, and C right here. Okay, so amazing. We're going to be able to play all of this. So you can see why it's going to take some practice. So it's going to sound like this. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. So that's going to be the next step, is getting it with the song. Now, third step, kind of a bonus thing, is we're going to add in some blues notes. This is where you're going to get this sound. All right, and it's not as hard as you think. So there's a couple little tricks for this one. What we're going to do when we have a C chord, so at the beginning here, the one we have circled, for example, we have an E in the middle. What we're going to do is we're going to put our middle finger on the E flat just for a second before we go down to the C. So we're going to go E flat, C chord, and slide it, E flat, C. And try to do the E flat as fast as possible right before you're going to play your C chord, like this. Get used to that, okay? And then you're going to add it into your vamp, so just go slide, F, C, slide, F, C, amazing grace. So I'm just sliding on the pink ones for now, like the beginning of the group. And then on F, you can do the same thing. Go up to your F, root position. This is one of the reasons I wanted you to do root position for this one. And then you take your middle finger again, put it on the A flat just for a second, and then land on your F chord. Like that. Okay, and then once you get that, add your vamp. Just get used to that in your fingers. Okay, and then for the G chord, we're playing that in our inversion. This one's a little trickier, but you're gonna start with B flat with your thumb, and then slide to your G chord. It's gonna take a little more dexterity practice. Okay, just get used to it, because you're gonna slide your whole hand. You gotta put your hand kind of up high here to get that B flat, and then slide down into the G, like that. And then add your vamp, once you get used to it. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is I'll play it, but I'll only play that extra flat on the beginning of each group, and it will give it enough. You can play around with it and add them wherever you want, but just for this example, I'll show you just on the beginnings of each one. So it'll sound like this. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. All right, so that's with just the vamp and the flat. So now you could put them all together, and then you'll have that full vamp that I played at the beginning. Amazing grace, how sweet. And that sounds nice and full. That saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. So lots of fun you can have with that one. Give that a go. If you haven't done so already, be sure to go to the free membership and get the handout. You can print this out, and it's a free membership. And we have a 7-day free trial of our premium membership right now. And in there, you can find 5 levels on here of just this particular handout of Amazing Grace. And we actually have other ones as well. There's lots of Amazing Graces. We have played with this a lot. There's a lot of new skills you can learn with just one song. But we're going to be talking about 2-5-1 progressions with this song as well. Walk-ups and walk-downs, 7th chords. And we're going to talk about where to put them and why. So that's a big thing with our premium membership is when you go on YouTube, a lot of times people will show you in this song it goes here and this is what it sounds like. But on our premium membership, we tell you how did we figure that out? There is patterns, okay? Like just like I showed you here, find a C chord, change it to a C vamp. It's really simple. So we show you the patterns of how it works, so then you can put it in your other songs as well. Maybe you don't want to play Amazing Grace, but you can add it to something else as well. So be sure to go check that out. It's a 7-day free trial, and you get access to everything. We have video tutorials. Everything comes with handouts as well. We have a full library of songs in different keys, so if you want to practice playing in new keys and that's something new to you, there's lots of options there to help practice in all 12 keys. And you get access to a Zoom meeting once a month with myself where you can come in and ask questions about anything in the membership or anything that you're working on at home. So if you do want to bring in a song that's not on there and you're confused or you're not sure what a chord is or you need help with the rhythm, you get access to that once a month where you can bring any questions you like and meet other students in the program as well. So hopefully you enjoyed that, playing the blues this week. If you haven't done so, be sure to subscribe, like this video, and we'll see you for the next one. Bye!